This is Monica Nalla from Daffodils Child Development Center, Hyderabad. Hope you all enjoying our question and answers in our YouTube channel. This week we have come up with a new interesting question from our parent comment box. Let me read out in their own words. My child has lots of improvement in 6 months, but getting scared to be with the therapist. Has a fear they may go back and may adopt new behaviors. How long we should rely on therapies? Can we stop if the child communication got improved doing like normal kids most? Not at all. He is speaking nicely but not age appropriate. But got tremendous changes in 6 months. He is going to school also. As I am, I also going him for assistance for 6 months. Can we stop the therapies? Please clarify my doubts. Ma'am, please clarify our parents' doubts.
Thank you so much, Mami. This is a really nice question, and I hope many of the parents might be having it in the back of their mind. Basically, mom says that the child is around 6 years of age and he has learned certain amount of language to communicate, but yet not age appropriate to the normal child. And mom, the second important thing is she is little worried, thinking about the drawbacks in case if we drop out from the therapies. And she also wants to know when can she exactly stop the therapies or reduce the support of the therapies. First of all, we should appreciate the mom for the amount of tremendous efforts that she had kept in taking the child to the therapies and practicing the goals at home, involving the child in all the activities, and putting her quality time and the efforts to make sure that the child has learned certain amount of communication. Now coming to her doubts, I would say I cannot exactly pinpoint and say this is the end of your therapies as I have discussed in my previous video, but definitely your therapy goals needs to be modified according to the child's level of language or the level of communication. So right now what you can do is the therapist should start focusing on his social communication skills, a simple pragmatic skills like initiating of the conversation or asking questions to a new person, understanding the reasoning behind any of his doubts, like why the child is crying or why the rabbit has lost his match in the stories So they should start focusing on a little bit of higher level of languages, which we call it as a cognitive linguistic skills. And you should never be too worried thinking about the drawbacks, ma. What you can do is like first you reduce the duration of therapies and then start, like for example, if you're going for 2 hours of the therapies, try to reduce it to 1 hour and wait and watch for 1 month. Give time for the child, and at home you should put on that additional effort to make sure that child is not missing the stimulation. So if the child is performing well, then you can go to the second step of reducing the number of sessions per week. In case if you find that within this 1 month, if the child is going down in his communication, then definitely we know that we need to increase the amount of stimulation. So you have to take in a step to continue with 2 hours of the therapies along with the home stimulation, whatever you are practicing. But in case if the child is doing well, then reduce it to 3 days a week. Continue like that for 2 months and then slowly to once in a week, or 2 days in a week for 1 month and then go to once in a week. That's how we generally do a fading off from the therapies. It's called the fading off because the child is so attached to the therapeutic manner of learning and the therapist knows the child's behavior and how to tell them how to elicit the responses. So slowly we should start taking off this dependency on the therapies by reducing the duration, then reducing number of sessions per week, and slowly one fine day you can wean off from the therapies. But please note that in case if you have seen any negativities like decrease in the communication or any changes in his behavior, increase in the tantrums, then the answer is you need to go back and continue with the same duration of therapies probably for the next 2 months, and then you can give a try and see.
Thank you for encouraging our channel. Please do like, share and comment and subscribe our channel. Thank you.
Thank you so much.